Hello and welcome to the second episode of AFL from LA. I'm your host, Cindye. We're here in windy Hollywood. It's a lovely 63 degrees or 17 Celsius in your speak. So I'd like to give a shout out to Steve, Suze, and family, my Collingwood supporters in Perth. Risky business. It looks like Collingwood is definitely a contender for the flag. Brisbane versus Melbourne. The big story of the week. The lights go out at the Gabba. I mean, what kind of place does not have some kind of generators to prevent this kind of thing happening? It was a good thing for Melbourne because they were basically having their asses handed to them up until the 12-minute mark of the fourth quarter. So my big question here is, did anybody have eyes on Max Gawn? I heard rumors that they saw him somewhere near the electrical box. It's a little suspicious to me. At any rate, after 38 minutes, they got the lights back on and they finished the game. It was a great opportunity for the Demons because it shifted the momentum completely and they were able to cut the deficit down to just 11 points. So my question to you on the couch and first crack, are they still your number one? Are they still going to take the flag? I mean, does Brisbane get a shot at the top four now after this whole display of athleticism? I don't know. Tell me, guys. Adelaide versus Richmond. One word: ugly. The Crows miraculously clawed their way back from a 7-goal deficit, but they just couldn't pull it off. And the moral of this story is 10 goals and 16 points. If you can't kick straight, you can't win. So, St. Kilda Saints against the Western Bulldogs. Rory Lobb was out having surgery on his his ankle. We wish you all the best, Rory Lobb. St. Kilda came out strong, but the Bulldogs are a feisty bunch and came within 5 points at the half. The biggest news of this game, though, Eric Bana was in the stands. Hi, Eric. Freo versus North Melbourne. It was awful. It was a train wreck if you're a Freo supporter. But the kids at North Melbourne, man, they're looking good. Whatever that coach is telling them, it's sticking. It was a great game, and I really look forward to seeing what's coming from North Melbourne in the future. But my question is, where's Nat Fyfe? Normally, when Nat Fyfe is injured, you see him in the box, but he wasn't to be seen, ladies and gentlemen. My sources tell me that all is not good at Freo. Nat did not want to give up the captaincy, and apparently him and J-Lo are not the best of buds right now. They're certainly not sharing beers. What is going on in the Freo team? So shout out to Nat Fyfe. We hope you are well if you are in fact injured, but if not, we just want to let you know you were missed, and we can't wait for you to come back. You're one of the all-time greats for Freo, and we can't wait to see more of you this season. In brighter news, Michael Walters was looking pretty hot. I mean, he shaved his head and yummy. And one last thing on the Freo North Melbourne game. I don't know if you guys saw the post game, but Luke Davies-Uniacke dropping the F-bomb was absolutely adorable. Cindye versus Hawthorn. It was absolutely awful. Buddy Franklin, you've been put on notice. Marty was unbelievably red hot. And apparently he managed to get through the entire game without giving one cheap shot to the head. Amazing. So the Papley mark in the fourth quarter is definitely a contender right now for Mark of the Year. In the end, the Swans beat the Hawks by 14 goals. Now imagine if they kick straight. Essendon versus Gold Coast. Happy birthday, Archie. You're now 21 and you can drink legally in the United States. Hit me up when you come by. So it was an evenly matched game for the most part, but in the end, the wheels just fell off in the final minutes of the fourth quarter for Gold Coast. Levi Casbolt was rocking the Tarzan-esque look. Oh my God. Hopefully, Stewie Doo can make some changes and get them moving in a better direction for the third round. Eagles versus GWS. I don't know. Maybe it's my abandonment issues with Josh Kennedy being gone. Maybe it's that Tommy Barras is just not looking like himself these days. Maybe it's the orange jerseys that remind me of my favorite college football team. There was a little part of me, just a little part of me, that wanted to see Toby Green win. But in the end, I suppressed all those feelings. I cheered for the Eagles, and what a victory for West Coast supporters. There were so many positive takeaways from this week's game with the West Coast Eagles. I mean, it's almost as if somebody was whispering to Simo in the middle of the night that helped help them win. I mean, I don't know. Jermaine Jones was phenomenal. Tim Kelly, oh my God, did he show up this week? The first quarter was unbelievable. Jake Waterman, way to be there for your team, man. Lots of goals, lots of marks. To quote Ted Lasso, he was here, he was there, he was everywhere. It was a great day for Eagles supporters, and we really hope that they can keep it up. With that said, we do have one very special Eagles supporter. He's out in Forest Field, and we want to wish him a happy birthday and all the love in the world. Mwah. Oh, and one more thing. Next week is the Derby, Fremantle against West Coast Eagles. It's going to be a ripper. Well, not if Freo doesn't get it together. So I was going through the fixtures this week, and it turns out the Eagles only play at the MCG once this season, and Freo only plays 3 times. Ed Sheeran plays at the MCG more than these guys get to. What is that about?